Um, it's not showing for me.
It's not sharing.
You might
Okay.
want to maybe retry sending
Okay,
it or
okay.
whatever.
Let me check it. Let me check it once again. I think now it will be sharing to you. Am I right? Can you see my screen now?
Oh, it's my screen that's doing that. Hold on. Let me fix this real quick.
Okay, let's see. I'm sharing the exactly the same image, the screenshot that you sent to me on 17th February. Can
Okay, there we
I
go.
am
I
sharing?
fixed
Okay,
it.
okay. So this was the problem. Uh, that was the screenshot from you. So
Right.
for this, that when there are two functions and they are combined together, that is called the composition of the function. As you can see from here, that this is the problem regarding the two functions. They are combining together, and we'll have to find the values. So
Right.
therefore, this slideshow I have prepared for you just to get the clear idea how to get the values of all these. So this is just like a sample problem, and at the end you will see so many solutions just like that taken from the Delta Map website. Anyhow, so our topic is the composition of the functions when two functions are combined together. So let's see, I'm just going to move this one. So this is what we can say the topic. Uh, can you read this? Let me check it that you,
Yeah, I can read it.
okay.
Composition of functions.
Composition of functions. So when the two functions are combined together, and these are also these type of the questions are frequently asked in SAT and ACT exams also. And I'm sure that will be also beneficial for you for your regular study in the class. And one more thing is that this is the time that time again and again I am reminding you just to send me all those problems, resources, soft copies, which you are
Yeah,
currently
I was gonna tell
studying.
you about the book. We don't actually have a math book.
Okay,
The
okay.
only
Anyhow,
yeah,
whatsoever the sources you can send, I will manage that.
sure.
Okay, because I just want to do this for you in the view that you must get the study on right, that you must be facilitated in your routine study in college and school, and also you must get preparation for the SAT and ACT exam. So this will be double advantage for you. Anyhow, whatsoever this shape I will receive, I will try my best to get to come with some solutions. Anyhow, so this is our topic of the day. So let's see. We are just going to start the next. Uh, this is so creating functions by composing functions. So this is actually what we can say. Then we are coming across the two functions, that is the composition. So here we will have to find out the values when the two functions are combining together. So please read this one.
All right. The process of combining functions so that the output of one function becomes the input of another is known as a composition of functions.
Yes. So this is the definition by default, what we are doing. So we are just getting the output from one function, and that output is becoming the input for the other function. So in this way, some after some manipulation, mathematical manipulation, we will reach the answer, and you will see so many examples, and you will learn the exact technique, the tricky way to find the composition of function to get the overall value. Now let's see how we'll do this. The function is known as composite function. So actually, when the composition is there, so that is the composite function, consist of more than one function. At least there must be two functions. That is, you can see now what we call that f, this circle or dot or whatsoever you can say it, of g to x is equal to the function of g of x. So here the only what we can say the distinction is that the f is a function that is a function of the function. What we can say function of the function. And here this indication that f dot g, the order is very important, that we can say the dot or this O is just telling about the composition, that they are combined together in term of x. So we can say
Okay.
the left hand side as f composed with g at x. So here technically in mathematical language we can say that f composed to g with respect to x, and at the right hand side has f of g of x, as I was saying, that function of the function, that f of g of x. So I'm sure that you, whenever you will find this type, left hand side or the right hand side, you will get the clear meaning of
Yeah.
these notations, and you will do as we will do now, what is the way to get the solution or the values of these. But anyhow, we are just moving to the next slide. That is, so this is what we can say the more formal definition, that composition of function definition is that composition of functions evaluating a function fx with another function gx, that is the function of the gx, and that is f dot gx. F is composed to g with respect to x. Anyhow, that is what we can say the formal definition. And here we can see the example. What we can say the
Right.
composition of function, evaluate the following composite function. Here you can see that now we have two functions. What we can say the first is f of x, that is defined the x plus 1 divided by x minus 1. And another function is also given, that is g of x, and this is defined 1 over x. Find the f of g and g of f. So that's why this is not commutative. It's a totally different case, that if you are putting the order f of g, so this the answer will be totally different. And if you are getting this g of f, so you will get the different option, different answer. The reason is this, that this will be the function of g. G is a function of x, and here you will get the g is a function of f, and that will be the function of x. Anyhow, we will solve all these, and you will come to know that what is the real magic is being done, and what is the difference between their order, why they are not commutative. That order is the most important. So let's see. The other example is that this is fx, and here this is under the square root, and gx is once again another function, and we will have to find these two compositions, that with f, and then the order is changing to g. So let's see, we'll solve all these. I am just okay. So given the what we can say definition of fx, fx and gx below, find the value of. So this is the real example, and we will find the answer. And actually, we will learn all those steps, all those tricks and techniques and tips to find out this type of this situation. Now look at this. That we just read this g of x, g of f at minus 1. Dot fx is what? So here the two functions are given and we are looking for the value at -1. So fx is defined in this way. Here you can see this is the first function, function of x, f of x. We can say f of x is equal to, or we can say function of f is a function of x which is equal to 4x plus 2. So fx is defined in this way. And gx is defined this way. You can read this 3x,
Right. Yeah.
3x square. So this cap is just going over there. So 3x square, I am reading for this notation that this is 3x square plus 6x plus 1. So gx and fx clearly defined over here. That when we say fx, the value of this is 4x plus 2. And when we say gx, the function g of x is 3x square plus 6x plus 1. So here we have two functions and we are looking for their composition at a particular point. That point is x is equal to -1. So this is what we can say the problem. Now let's see how can we solve this. So given the definitions of fx and gx below, find the value of g of f at -1. So we will first find the composition of these two functions g and f. Then we'll put that value, we will substitute x for -1 for x and we'll get the answer. So let's see how. So we are starting from the given that these two functions are given. One is fx is equal to 4x plus 2 and g of x is given 3x square plus 6x plus 1. I'm sure that
Right.
your
Yeah.
these two functions are very much clearly defined. Let's see, the next one is, first of all, we will have to give the meanings to all these mathematical functional notations. What I mean to say that g of f and what I mean to say that at -1. So this can be written as that g of f at -1. G is a function of a function f that is defined at -1. Do f -1 first. So what we will have to do from here, so order is very important. So we will find the value of f at x is equal to -1. So this will be inside the bracket. So that's why do f for -1, x is -1 and first, then function closest to the input. We will have to put the value that is x is equal to -1. So this was f of x that is defined as 4x plus 2 that was given. So we are looking for f at -1. Are you getting this? F
Yeah.
at x minus 1. So when we are putting the values, so we will have to replace each and every x with -1. So each and every x. So here we have this 4 multiplied by x. So x is now being replaced with -1 and this 2 will remain the same. So we will get after the simplification that -2. So f at x is equal to -1 is -2. So plugging in, what we are doing, we are just putting the values in the given function. That was the given function. And we have -2, the answer of this. So let's see. The next is that one more function is also given. That was g of x. That is 3x square plus 6x plus 1. So here g and we are putting -2. Actually, this -2 is for f of x at -1. Are you getting this?
Yeah.
This g is f of x at -1. And we have calculated
Right.
that value that is -2. So g of
Right.
f of x at -1 is 2. So g, that's why in the early slides, we have seen that the output will become the input of the second function, input for the second function. Are you getting this? What I am saying? That the output
Yeah.
of the first function, that was f, will become the input for the other function. So output of fx is at x is equal to -1 was -2. Now this is becoming the input for the second function, g. So that's why
Right.
we will have to replace each and every x with -2.
Yeah.
So that's why this 3 as it is. And this x square is -2, this square, and plus as it is, and 6. And one more x is being replaced with -2, and this plus 1 as it is. So if we are just going to simplify this, we will get 1. 1 is the answer of after substituting the x or replacing the x with -2. So g of f of x is 1. So that is the final answer. So 1 is the final answer. I'm sure that you got something of this example.
Yeah.
Okay, if everything is clear, so no need to repeat this one. We are just doing some more questions. Look at this. So this is exactly taken from the delta math. The problem
Right.
was that is the current is type is f of x, and then given the definitions fx and gx below, find the value of f dot g at x at x. So the f of g at x. So first is fx is given as x minus 13, and gx defined in this way that x square minus 7x minus 5. So here f of g at 6 is equal to f and g. Now look at the order. The second one is g at 6. So gx, so g6 is now this is replaced. So do gx first. G at 6. Function closest to the input. So if we are just putting x is 6, so what will get g at 6? Look at this one. So we are putting x6 and 7 and -5 as it is 11 plugging. So we are putting the values, we are getting minus. Now this output of this gx will become gx at 6, x is
Right.
equal to 6 will become the input for the first one. So order is very important. So here we have f, and f is defined as this. The function f of x is defined in this way. Are you looking this? And I'm sure
Yeah.
you are with me. If there is
Right.
confusion, then you can ask. So it's a very
Yeah.
simple.
I'm getting it so far.
Okay. Now f minus 11. So because now 11 was the output of gx of this second function, and this minus 11 is now the input for f, keeping the order in mind. So this is minus 11, and when we are putting this minus 11 over here, and minus 13 is already, and what we get minus 24. This is the final answer. Are you getting this? Is there
Yeah.
any confusion? So this is taken from the delta, what is and delta
The
math.
delta math thing.
So
Yeah.
if you are just log into that, you will find all these questions, and they are asked for this solution. So here the solution is given. So we are just solving these on the same pattern, and then I am showing you. You can check all these. Anyhow, we are just moving to one more question that is also taken from the delta math. Look at this. Given the definitions of fx and gx below, so find the value of g of f minus 4. So this order is very important. What I mean to say that g is the first. So we will have to solve first f we will get the output, and then we will put the output of f of x in G. What I mean to say, I am sure that you are with me. Am I right?
Yeah.
Okay. Good. Look at this. Fx is minus 3x minus 11. So this is defined. Gx is also given, and these two functions will be given to you. So there's no worry about that. So Gx is also given 3x minus 2x minus 7. And look at the order. Order is very important. What I mean to say, this first will become the function of the second. What I mean to say that G not F minus 4 at minus 4. Now we are looking at minus 4. So this
Right.
G, this will be outside, and this is the fx. So G is actually f of x at x is equal to minus 4. This will get in this format. And this is just telling us the clear message that this must be done in this way, that f of x at x is equal to minus 4 must be done first. So
Yeah.
function closest to the input. What I mean to say that first we will have to find
Like the
the
inside first, pretty much.
inside what I mean to say. So this is fx, and we replace each and every x in this fx with minus 4. So what we are getting, look at this fx is becoming over here with the x is minus 4. So this and this equality sign as it is. Here we have minus 3, and x is being replaced with minus 4, and this minus 11 as it is. So we will get 1. That is by putting the values, that is plugged in. So f at minus 4 is 1. So this 1 is now will become the input for G. So G is the outer one, this one. So we have evaluated this value f of minus 4, that is 3. So now G is becoming this G. So G is over here, and f at minus 4 is thus 1. We have just calculated. So what we will have to do, we will have to look back the gx. So gx is this one. So if gx is defined in this way, so we will have to replace each and every x with 1. Look at this. So gx is coming over here, x is replaced
Right.
1, and this 3 is coming over here, and this x is replaced with 1, and the square will be as it is. So minus 2, and then x is 1, or minus 7, nothing doing with this. So this will be as it is. So now we have g at 1. Actually, this is g of f of x. So this will become minus 6 after getting the solution of this. So minus 6 is the final answer. Is there any confusion about the solution of this problem?
No, not really.
Okay, okay. So I am sure that you can solve more than 101 questions of these types. Am I sure?
Yep.
Is it true?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. That's true.
So this is the way, but just one thing is the only one thing, that is the order is very important.
Yeah.
So first this will be done, and then G will come out to the left. It's going to the left. Look at this. This is the way that first this closest to this is considered as first, and then G will become the function of this. So order is very important. So you will get the minus 1. So let's see, there must be one more example. Okay, so try it. Now this is for you. You can take the screenshot. I will send also the slides and also the video recap of this lesson. But anyhow, this is
Sure.
for you. You can take the what I mean to say screenshot if you can. I'm sure
Yeah, I've just done it.
okay, if you took this one, so please read this one also.
Sure. Try it. The gravitational force on a planet is a distance r from the sun is given by the function g of r. The acceleration of a planet is subject to any force given by the function a of f. Form a meaningful composition of these two functions and explain what it means.
What it means. So the question is very much clear that now the two functions are given and you will have to compose these two in order of G, R, and A, F, and you will get the answer. The
Right.
So this is all about the lesson. So what we are talking about, that is the composition of two functions, and that is the order is very important. So first of all, solve the first function and then put the values and you can get the answer. So whatsoever the screenshot of all about this, that is was the composition of the function. So this lesson is enough for solving each and every problem. So that's why I'm solving these sample problems. And now you can go to your book, to your resources. You can find so many questions of these types. And if you are just doing the practice, what I mean to say, recently learn things, and if you are practicing, that will remain, and your mind will retain this for a longer period of time. So I think it's topic by topic study is more easier and more convincing. Am I right? Isn't
Right.
it? Now
Yeah.
you are learning piecewise graphing. We have talked about the domain and range graphically. Then we were calculating the domain algebraically. Then the piecewise tracing or graphing of the function. And that is also done. And now we learn the composition of the functions. That may be more than two. There are the composition of three functions also, but the order will remain same. The closest, and the outer and outer. This will go in reverse order. The first coming to the left will become the latest, the outer one, then the next, and then the next. And we will have to find the values of the inner function. What I mean to say, the rightest will become the inner. Right, right, that, left, left, left. So in this way, I am sure that you can solve so many questions. But even then, try your best to solve. If you are getting any, if you are confusing and if you are facing any problem, so let me know. I will solve for you. So I am
Okay.
sure that everything is about this, everything is clear. But anyhow, if you have any query, please ask. Any confusion about today's lesson, about the topic? Is there any?
I think it went pretty well. I think I was catching everything.
Okay, if you're catching everything, so you must practice also. You just
Right.
log on to that, your account, get the problems from there, a few problems and solve them, match your answer. And if you are getting the matching answer, you will feel pride. You will feel the joy of getting the right answer. And at that time you will confirm your learning. So this is the way
Right.
to learn mathematics. If you can do few problems just like these, so it's all okay. You can say that this is the way to learn, and I have done this, so this will remain forever for with you. So anything else you want to say or you want to share?
Not really. No. I think
So
yeah, it was just good.
okay, next please send the few more problems for me, that I am thinking this is the end. Nothing is left. All those screenshots, I have solved each and every one. Rather, I have prepared the slides in the shape of lessons for those problems. The methods, the steps, the tricks, the tips, each and everything is done. So if you are sending the more problems, so I will be in a better position to make the lessons. Otherwise, we will start the SAT test. And for that,
Okay.
you will have to brainstorm. What I mean to say, I will show the question, you will have to select the answer, and at the end, we will discuss all those. So, choices with you. If you are sending some more screenshots, so I will
Yeah, I'm gonna
I will
send you some more
okay,
screenshots.
okay. So I will categorize because when you are sending the screenshots at random, so I am getting all those. I am just putting, studying those, and I am just categorizing that this screenshot is about this topic. So I will have to make the lesson about this and this and this. And so in this way, we are making so many lessons about each and every problem. And I am sure I am also putting the real examples from that website. And then I am talking to you with all these slides. And if you will do this, we will continue that. Otherwise, we will have to solve all those model papers. We have the book, so I have selected from there. So there are so many questions, but these type of the questions are also there. If you know the method, so
Right.
you can solve instantly. No need to go for one by one. That is the learning for each and every problem of the same time, the same type. So, okay, it's thank you very much for
Yep.
joining,
You're welcome.
and we are just ending the meeting. Allah Hafiz.
All right. Allah Hafiz.